The 4th of July is a day of families at the beach, picnics, enjoying fireworks, and most of all, a day to celebrate our independence. And what better way to do that than to salute the men and women who protect the true meaning behind our stars and stripes each and every day. Today on Delmarva Live, we're going to introduce you to a woman who's made it her duty to help homeless female veterans get back on their feet and fit in.
Plus, a soldier's dog tags hold their name, social security number, religious preference, and blood type. But the voice they represent means so much more than that. See the inspirational story of how a family is reunited with their loved one more than 70 years after his death.
Another symbol of sacrifice can come in the shape of a furry face, pointed ears, and a long nose. Experience the heartwarming reunion of a soldier and his four-legged brother in arms.
We also want to unite you with a faithful companion of your own. Coming up, we'll show you some of the guys and gals who would just love to give you and your family some unconditional love.
Well, somebody else who gets our unconditional love, our very own Sean Stryker.
Well, I'm in a new town with 3 new clues. Let's see if you can guess where I am.
And one thing you won't have to guess after today's show is what you'll be serving this weekend. We have a couple of recipes that will have them coming back for seconds.
And to top it all off, the brother-sister singing duo Alex and Shiloh are in the house. Delmarva Live starts right now.
Don't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
Boy, do we have a packed show today. So exciting, but I think everyone's mind is on Arthur and what he plans to do.
Yeah.
And because of Arthur and the threat of wind and rain and everything, some fireworks displays up and down the East Coast have been postponed until Saturday. One we know of for sure here on Delmarva, Ocean City's fireworks show has been moved to Saturday. That's going to be at South Division Street and the Bay. And they're also going to have 2 free concerts as well as the fireworks. All that fun begins at 8 p.m. in Ocean City on Saturday. And for an updated list of all the fireworks shows and the updates, go to WBOC.com.
Well, while we're talking about Hurricane Arthur, why don't we go ahead and check in with WBOC's chief meteorologist, Dan Satterfield, to see what's going on now.
Well, it's now Hurricane Arthur, and Arthur's packing 90-mile-per-hour winds, but we have other weather going on as well this afternoon here on Delmarva. Look at the radar. Thunderstorms to the west. A new severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 10 o'clock tonight. We had some mean storms last night across northern Delmarva. We may see some more. Right at the northern edge of your screen, you can see Hurricane Arthur near Wilmington, North Carolina. It will miss Delmarva, but just barely, and we will feel its effects tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon with some gusty north winds as that thing shoots out into the Atlantic. The good news, though, is it's going to bring in some drier, cooler air for the weekend, and the rain will be done by 2 o'clock. Tropical storm warning, though, in effect for area waters. We'll keep you updated.
Thanks, Dan.
I don't know.
I wish I knew all the stuff he's forgotten. Anyway, a youth 4th of July parade is going to be held tomorrow morning. It will be held regardless of rain or not. Here's the deal. Families going to meet at St. Mark's Episcopal Church's Labyrinth for an opening ceremony and a special visit from Uncle Sam. If it rains, they're just going to move inside. It's that easy.
Take that, Arthur.
Yeah, so what do you think of that? Each child's going to get an American flag to carry along the parade route.
And in case you're leaving this afternoon or first thing in the morning for your holiday weekend, we do want to wish you a very happy 4th of July. Enjoy the fireworks, but here's another reason to let someone else light them. You never know who's going to want to get in on the fun. Can you believe us?
No.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Take cover! Incoming! What's this?
Yeah.
Just missed Dad there.
Obviously, he doesn't mind the fireworks.
Here, I took care of it.
A lot of pets do. We're going to be talking about that a
Oh.
little later on in the show.
Man. By the way, our friend George Jackson of American Corner is going to have his scrolls to sign for deployed U.S. troops on Independence Day at the center of Salisbury near the food court from 10 in the morning until 5 in the evening, so it doesn't matter if it rains.
Take that, Arthur.
Yes. Give them a nice message.
And if you're planning to travel this holiday weekend, boy, are you not alone. 41 million Americans are expected to make a getaway for July 4th. And because it's a 3-day weekend, many travelers are stretching it to 4. That means today is expected to be the busiest and most expensive day for a flight. AAA says most people, 80%, will go by car. Now that's despite the highest gas prices for the holiday weekend since 2008. And for those who don't want to hit the road or take to the skies with the masses, it may be worth the wait. Travel demand typically drops in August. That means you got it. Great deals.
Well, even if you're not planning to travel this weekend, you might still be paying more to celebrate the 4th of July. You remember we told you earlier this week that just in time for America's favorite grilling holiday, beef prices are at an all-time high. And that means that you're either going to pay more for your barbecue or serve less. One suggestion from economics analyst Joe Doe is to either serve smaller portions or just pass up the prime.
The prime cuts of beef, T-bone, ribeye are going to cost a lot more, so maybe you go for something that's a little bit lower in terms of, it's not going to be prime, but it might be a little bit cheaper cut of beef.
Now, despite the higher prices this holiday weekend, analysts say the demand still seems to be there.
That's a positive sign. That means people feel a little more confident in spending more money for the holidays just in the middle of the summer. And that would suggest maybe we're going to see a little more consumer activity going into the latter part of the summer as well.
Now, according to the National Retail Federation's Independence Day survey, nearly 2/3 of those celebrating plan to do it with a cookout, barbecue, or a picnic.
Well, maybe you're someone who doesn't have as much consumer confidence and don't want to spend that much money. There are a lot of free events going on in Ocean City this summer, including Movies on the Beach every Wednesday night at 8:30 until August 27th. They started actually last night at the Carousel Hotel on 118th Street. Tonight begins Sunset Park Party Nights. Those happen until August 24th, beginning at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights at South Division Street and the Bay.
Here's something for you. Have you ever wondered what really goes on during a special operations mission? Well, here's your chance to find out. The Air Mobility Command Museum is going to lift some of the veil with a special lecture July 13th as part of the museum's Hangar Flying Series there at the Dover Air Force Base. Guest speaker Herbert A. Mason Jr. is going to highlight the history and missions of Air Force Special Operations from their beginning during World War II all the way up until now.
That's very interesting.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
I'd love
absolutely.
to hear that. Just to let you know, it's not always Bullwinkle.
What?
A moose is not always as sweet as Bullwinkle made it. A wild moose can be very dangerous. Take a look at this guy. This man found this moose in his backyard, so he got the phone out and started shooting video. So the moose charges him. Guy beats feet, hasty retreat back to the deck of his home. Still running video, of course, but wait. Something's afoot. What do you think he does? You're right. He charges the moose back. He chases the moose out of his backyard.
Making moose noises? Is that what he was doing? Did you hear him?
He was being the moose. See the moose, be the moose.
Well,
I
I
don't know if I'd do that, but
Well, it goes to show you even the big animals can get spooked. And so can our pets. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, it's safe to say the 4th of July is not a favorite holiday for a lot of pets. The loud explosions and flashes of lights from the fireworks can send them into a panic. Find out how to recognize the signs of a panicked pet and what you can do to ease that anxiety.
well, this man's anxiety was put to ease by a dog as he searched for explosives in Afghanistan. But the two have been separated since serving together. We're going to take you to their touching reunion.
And a little later, we're heading into the Delmarva Life kitchen. Food blogger Laura Davis joins us to show us how to make a recipe that will wow your 4th of July guests.
And Alex and Shiloh help us kick off the holiday weekend with some patriotic music. Delmarva Live. We'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.